Hello everybody, this is Michelle. Welcome back to my channel, Michelle My Belle. It's been quite a while since I've done a video. I haven't been well lately, and I was in Calgary for about a week, and just a few other things that have just sort of kept me off the camera for a while. But I'm back now, and today I would like to do all the pages I've ever colored. So there's a lot, so you might want to stop the video and go get a drink or a snack or something like that, and then come back and watch the rest of the video. There's quite a few books here to go through, but I'll try not to make it too long. And that's everything. So let's get started. So the first book I'm going to start with is Color Quest. It's a very, very big book. I've only colored one picture in here, and that's the very first one. I believe it's supposed to be a leopard. There we go. That's a bit big for the camera, but and that will suffice. So yeah, and this one I used my Arteza fine liners for this one. The next one is a color by number book, and again I've only colored one in this one, and it's the title page. This book belongs to Paige, and I used Crayola Super Tips on this one. And next is the coloring book for adults, Hummingbirds by Dan Morris. And the first, looks like I've got a couple in here. So the first one is the title page. And I think I used my Brute Fooners on here. And the Brute Fooners are like the Guangxi pencils and South Sun, and there's a couple other ones that are kind of all grouped together as the same pencils, but I'm pretty sure that's what I used on this one. And same with this one. That's the same, the Brute Fooners. So I've just colored the two out of here. I quite like this color palette, the different purples with the little bit of green in there. I quite liked that one. And then there is this one here, Landscapes Color Counts. And I've just done one out of here too. And it's a cactus scene. I'm not really big on the color by numbers. I've tried a few, as you can see, the other two books. Now the Color Quest one was okay, but the Christmas one and this one, I don't know. I just don't think I'm really into the color by numbers. This one I used the Arteza fine liners on as well. I'm not very good with markers, as you can probably tell. I still have to practice with them. That's all that's done in this one. And then I have this one, A Winter's Fairy Tale. It's by Unicolor Books, and I've just done one picture in here. I think it's a bit of a take off a bit of Disney in here. Might have used my Diamond Drivens for that. And I really like this book. It's Beatrix Potter coloring book. And I've just done the one in here so far. And that's the first and only one. And it is called The Imagination of Beatrix Potter. That one was fun to do. I really enjoyed doing that one. And this is done with the Brute Funers. Again, just one in this one. This one is Zen Doodle Coloring, Magical Mermaid Kitties, Mythical Sea Creatures to Color and Display by Deborah Muller. I think these Merkitty ones are super cute. And I really like coloring Deborah Muller, so that's 2 in 1 there. But yeah, I think this turned out pretty cute. And then I have this Ladies of Nature. I believe it's by Elena Lazareva. Let's just see. Yeah, Elena Lazareva. So here's the first one that I've colored. I started trying to do a little bit of shading. I mean, I know it's grayscale and everything, but I tried to do a little bit of extra shading in here. So I'm just trying my hand at it. This one I did a while ago, though. And this one here. I also wasn't brave enough to do backgrounds a while back. I just didn't know what to do with them. I didn't have any pastels or anything like that. So if I didn't just color it all one color with a pencil crayon, then I did nothing. And the last one in this book is this one. So obviously I have some pastels now because I did the background on this one. It was one of the first backgrounds that I did. And the first time I was able to make something look a little feathery. And that's it for that book. And then we have Chibi Girls by Jade Summer Grayscale, 2 books in 1. Here's the first one that I did. I think these are super cute. I enjoy coloring in this book. And then this one. Oh, the first one was done with Touch 5 alcohol markers. And then this one I did part pencil crayon, which was the Brute Funers. I can tell by the feel of it. That was the Brute Funers. And oh, I think it's all done. Yeah, it's all done with the Brute Funers. And then I used a wet blending marker over top of it. So that one turned out pretty good. And this one, that one was fun to color. I love the red. This was done with my Touch 5s as well. And then a Halloweeny one. It was fun to color too. I enjoyed that. And again, that would be with Touch 5s as well. And I really like this book too. It's The Mystical Lands of Yukana, illustrated by Karen E. Myers. And the first page I did was the title page, and I just because of the size of the mushroom, I didn't do the whole page. I just did the bottom half. But I like how it turned out. And these are my Brute Funers as well. I use them most of the time And then I have some Diamond Drivens. Oh, and a few other kinds. I can't think of them right now. But for a while, all I had was the Brute Footers. So that's why most of these are going to be colored in using those pencil crayons. And then I've done this one. I tried to do some sort of shading, back when I was coloring in this book, but it didn't really work out. So I'm new to all that. But I like in the end, I like the way this one turned out. I really like it. And then the last one in this book, I enjoyed coloring this one as well, and I like how it turned out. There's apparently 3 books in this set, and Karen Myers has come out with another one in a new set, and it's the lands of, I can't remember what it was called, but Keswick or Kelsic, or begins with a K anyways. So look for those if you enjoy this type of coloring book. It's really fun to color in. I like doing mushrooms and stuff like that, so. And then this one was Happy Mail from my sister, a princess coloring book. I've only gotten to 1 picture in this one so far. And that is this first page here. And I used my Heroic paint pens on this one. They're fun to use. And one of my very favorite coloring books ever was also Happy Mail from my sister, Nikki and Niagara. And this is the Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book, A Fantasy Art Adventure. And I've done quite a bit in this one. Well, for me, quite a bit. Let's see. Alright, so here was the first one that I did. It's called The World. And then Sonura. Sort of a Cleopatra look there. Clockwork Dragonling. Very steampunky. Paisley. I like this one. I think it turned out nice. And this one too. I quite like this one. Oh, did I tell you what the last one was called? Oh yeah, Paisley. And this one is Pipistrello. I had fun with the colors on this one. I enjoyed that. And this last one is a bit of a work in progress. And it's Alice and Snow White. So I've just got the little bits of background here to finish. I did my best to color a Cheshire Cat. I'm not really sure how it turned out. I'm kind of iffy about it, but all in all, I like the picture. And that's it from there. And this is one of my newer books. It's Alice and the Looking Glass coloring book by Sherry Baldy. It's the My Besties Volume 10. And I've just gotten to 1 picture so far. As I've only had this for about a week or two, so. And it says "Drink Me" on on the cup in the little bottle there. Very cute. Yeah, it is a very cute book. But this will be on my haul video. I'll be doing a haul video after this one of all my new stuff that I've picked up over the last couple of months that I've been away. And you will get to see a better flip through of this one then. And then this next book was a little bit intimidating for me, but I wanted to give it a go anyways. So this one's called A Fantasy Wonderland, First Edition, a grayscale coloring book compiled by Hester Molt. So I've just done one in here, and I did it just the other day, and I'm actually quite happy with it. So I wrote down here, I've started writing down what I've used and the date that I did it and things like that. So on here I used my diamond driven pencils and Brutfuner pencils, as well as Pebbles chalk for up in here and on the flowers down here. I really like how that one turned out. So I'll be able to do some of the other ones and not be so intimidated. If there are any of these books that you want me to do a complete flip through of, just ask in the comments below, and I'd be more than happy to do that. Then this one here is the 100 Best Grayscale Coloring Pages by Elena Lazareva. This is the first one that I did. Overall, it's not bad, but I don't like how the hair turned out. It just looks a bit funny to me, the way that it is on her head. I don't know, maybe it's the color I chose, or maybe it's just the way the drawing is. I'm not sure. But something about it just looks a bit off to me. But otherwise, you know, all in all, I like it. And then this one here. Well, it looks like I used Brutfuners on here too, and my Pebbles chalk pastels. I like this, how this one turned out. And that's it for that book. And then I got Country Fair by Coloring Book Cafe. And I've just done the one in here. So it's just a little snack stand at the Country Fair. Country Fair? Yeah, Country Fair. So this was fun to color. I really enjoyed doing the muffins. And the apples, they were fun to color. Trying to remember what I used on here. It wasn't the Brutfuners. Might have been my Artist Loft. Either Artist Loft or Amazon Basics. I can't remember which one. And then next we have Lacey Sunshine's Oz coloring book, illustrated by Heather Valentin. If you haven't noticed by now, I do have an infatuation with Alice in Wonderland and The Wizard of Oz. The imagery, I really like that. And of course I like both the movies, so. So this one is volume 15. There's Dorothy on the yellow brick trail. I really, really like how this one turned out. Very happy with it. And I'm going to assume that's the Wicked Witch. And that would be the Good Witch. And that would be the Good Witch, Glenda the Good Witch. I don't know who this other one would be. But I like how this one turned out too. I love the red dress. And the last one is the Tin Man and Tin Girl. Not that there was a Tin Girl in the movie, but it's just a fun picture. And you can't really tell. Oh, there you go. I used my glitter gel pens, Tan Mitt glitter gel pens, for the whole picture. I like how it turned out. And then another one of my favorite coloring books, and also gifted by my sister. We do a swap every other month. So, you know, she'll send me something in January, then I send her something in February, and it's usually off our Amazon wish lists. And this is one of the ones that she got me. Oh no, this one was actually for my birthday. It was my birthday in September, so she sent me this. And I've got this side of the picture done, but I'm still working on the other side. So I guess you can say part of it's complete. But I really enjoyed coloring this. And again, this side is not. Oops. Let's get this tucked back in here. This side is not complete. And again, gifted by my sister. This was really fun to color in, Guardians of the Enchanted Forest. Now here's the first picture. It was really fun to color. This one here is a mix of Polychromos, Prismacolors, Koh-i-Noor Progresso pencil crayons that have no wood, the woodless ones, and another type of Koh-i-Noor Polycolors. I bought a bunch of individual ones to see what I like, and I used them all in this picture. And I really, really like how this one turned out. I think I used my diamond drivens on this one, and then the Pebbles chalk pastel around the edges. Yeah, that's it out of this one. And this is one of my favorite books. It was one of the first ones that I bought when I got back into coloring. A couple years ago I started doing some coloring, a few years back, and then I sort of lost it a little bit and went on to doing other things. But ever since I've come back into the coloring world, earlier this year, this was one of the first ones that I bought. And I'm glad that I did, because I really enjoy coloring in it. It's called Magical Beauties Book 1 by Christina McAllister. It is a grayscale book. Let's get to the first one. So here's the very first one that I did. And I really, really enjoyed coloring this. And I like putting the colors together to make a colorful dress there. I've basically pretty much just gone in order for the most part. Well, these have names. I'll tell you what they are from the beginning. This is the Blessed Empress, the Druid Priestess, Initiate, Court Diviner. I like that one. Warrior Chiefess. I think I used, oh yeah, this one's all done in gel pen. And some of it's glittery. You can sort of see the glitter down in here. But the whole thing was done with gel pen. And then this one, I like this. I like how blue it is. With just a pop of green. And the last one in this book is this one. This one I did with my Take 5, Touch 5 markers, alcohol markers. That's it for that one. So again, that was Magical Beauties Coloring Book by Christina McAllister, book number 1. And this next book I was extremely disappointed with. I had such high hopes for it because the pictures look so nice. And this one is by Jana Prozverina. And I hesitate to buy any more by her. Otherwise, I hesitate to buy any more of hers. But the books do look so nice. But the problem I'm having is how light the pictures are. So I haven't finished this one. I'm going to try and go over this with slightly darker colors. But like it was so hard to tell what was what when I was trying to color this. It made it very difficult. I'll just show you on this other one. Like around here, it's very difficult to determine what's what. And even in here. And up here. It's very hard. And it's so light. And the whole book is like that. But I'm going to keep plugging away at it because I think the pictures are just gorgeous. But I'm going to try and do something about this one to make it look better. And that was Fantasy Dolls Volume 1, coloring book by Jana Prozverina. Then I have another Lacy Sunshine book. It's the Enchanted Frozen Kingdom coloring book, volume number 48 by Heather Valentin. Here's the first one that I've colored. This book belongs to Paige. I think it was very cute. I like the way it turned out. I used some sort of pencil crayon and then the Pebbles chalk. And then this one. I think this was my Diamond Drivens. And then the Pebbles chalk around the edge. And then one of my favorite books as well is Autumn Magic by Edwina McNamee. Very cute pictures in this book. So the first one I did was this book belongs to Paige. Quite happy with the way that one turned out. And then I did this one. It's a Halloween-ish one. And that's it for that one. Now this next picture, I hesitate to even show you because it turned out terribly. I was trying to do something really different and kind of wild with the background, but it did not turn out. So that's this one here. I used the purple. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some acrylic paint or a Posca pen or something like that and color over the background to rescue it. But I like everything else that I colored in it. I hate the background. But everything else is okay. And again, it's a work in progress too because I haven't finished the other side. So let's close that one up as quickly as possible. That was from Secret Garden, Joanna Basford. I'm sure you all noticed that. And then I have a Dainty Damsels Spring Collection by J.N. Sheets. And I've colored 2 in here. The first one. I really like how that one turned out. And then this one. I decided to leave the background white on this one. That was fun to do. Her hair was fun. It's like a multicolored bluey green hair. Well, I think that's half of what I've done so far. Half my books. All right, so this one is called The Magic Garden, Fantastic Flowers to Color. And I've just done one in here. This one here. I enjoyed coloring that. I like coloring flowers, so I'm not typically into this type of book, but it's all flowers, and I enjoy flowers. So I don't mind this one too much. Some of these pages I might not color like these ones, but the ones with the big flowers on, I'll probably end up coloring all those. Sorry, my phone, someone's messaging me, but they can wait. And then this one here is called the Coloring Pad 50 Anti-Stress Coloring Pages. And there's no author or illustrator or anything like that on it. And I've just colored the one picture, I believe. Oh no, I did another one. Was it just the 2? Yeah, just the 2. So this one here, it turned out all right. Nothing spectacular. And then this one, which I like much better. I did some shading on the flowers. Tried to anyways. And then I have Magic Beauty by Nadia Vasilkova. I've colored a few out of here. So here's the first one that I did, and I used I believe it was gel pens. Yeah, gel pens. And this one here, this one I used pencil crayons. Not sure which ones. Probably the Brooke Fooners, because this was one of the first books I got too. And then the last one in here is this one. Not much to say. These are gel pens as well. And this was done with a brush tip marker. And the rest was gel pen. And then we have the Animal Kingdom coloring book. There we go. So I've just got the one picture done in here. I did start doing this one, and it started out okay, but then I ran out, my marker ran out, and I tried to use a different color, but it just didn't work. And it looks really terrible, so I just pretend that's not even, it's non-existent. And I did this one here. It's a little tree frog. And this was using my Touch 5 alcohol markers. And then we have a Zendoodle Coloring Big Picture Magnificent Animals by Deborah Muller. Just one done in here. And that's a tiger. I used the Brute Fooners for that, I know for sure. And this is a cute one. Chubby Cherubs by Deborah Muller. There's the first one that I did. And this I used, it was the Super Tips that I used on this one. And then this one was some sort of pencil crayon. But I like how it turned out too. I really like this. And the colors of Treasures and Trinkets. This one was done with my Heroic paint pens. And then this one was done in pencil crayon. I think she turned out pretty cute. And then this one here is a Chibi Girls book, Halloween Fantasy. This one is by Plant Publishing. And I've just done the one in here, which is kind of a spooky one. Well, they're all going to be spooky ones, because it was a Halloween, Halloween Fantasy. Nice and creepy. And then I have Dragonflies and Mandalas by Transcendental Coloring. That's the first one that I did. I believe in myself. I'm not a coloring words kind of person, but I like the dragonflies and stuff in here, so. Not huge on mandalas either, but the odd time coloring one is just kind of nice and relaxing. But I can't do too many of them, and I get kind of bored. And you see, I didn't even bother coloring the words on this one. And then that one. And then flying colors. I have one in here that I've done. Not much to say, just use some sort of pencil crayons. Like I said, I have started writing down what I've used on them so that I'll be able to tell you in the future, you know, going forward, but I don't remember. These were colored so long ago. I mean, probably Brute Fooners, but I can't say for sure. And then this is a Maria Marian's Butterfly Coloring Book. And I just did one in here. Well, I'm not even finished it yet, so I'm trying to match this picture over here. And the next one is Romantic Country, The Second Tale by Erie. And I've just got the one in here. And I'm not finished it either. So I've got quite a few of whips to do. But I was enjoying coloring this. I must have just put it down and forgot about it. I was really enjoying coloring all the food and stuff. I'll have to get back to this one. And the paper's really nice to color on. And then the Flower Fairies by Frederick Warren. I've just done one in here. And that's this one here. And the title of that page is A Friendly Encounter. Can you see all of it? There. My stand keeps getting in the way of these books. I need a tripod. And then I have Serene Little Village, The Wondrous Life Behind the Garden Walls. This is by, well, it's a Julia Rivers book. So I've colored this page, and that's it so far. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the one. Then I have Cabin Life by Coloring Book Cafe. And I've just done one in here. This one. I don't think I did a very good job of this one, but all in all it looks okay. But there's too many white spaces. I mustn't have put a sheet behind the paper. And then I have this one here, coloring book, Anti-Stress Therapy and Biblical Inspiration. I'm not very fond of this book. I don't know why I keep it. Well, I've just colored a few things in here. Missed this one. This is some of the coloring that I did when I first started the first time a few years back. And that's it. I'm going to set that aside because I don't think I'm going to keep that book. Just add color Fairyland. So the title page. And these were done way back when as well. There we go. That's the other one that I did. So just the two. But this one turned out okay. And then we have Magical Beauties Coloring Book, book number 2. The first one is the May Queen. And the second one is the Voyager. This was pencil crayons, colored pencils. And this one is the Touch 5 alcohol markers. My bum is getting sore from sitting in this one spot for all this time. And then I have Cat Spirits Coloring Book by Christina McAllister, and this is book number 1. And I've got one picture colored in here. Quite bright and colorful. And then I have Magic Autumn. It's a grayscale coloring book, another one by Alina Lazareva. And here's the first one that I did. This is the very first picture I ever colored with alcohol markers. And as you can see, I didn't do a very good job. But you live and you learn. Sorry, I skipped this page. I like how this one turned out. I enjoyed that picture. And then the last one in this book that I've done, and I like her too. I like the little witchy witch. And then I have Victoria Darlings by Hannah Lynn. I think that was the first picture I colored when I got back into coloring. So it was definitely done with the Brute Fooners because that was my first set of pencil crayons as well. I wanted the biggest set I could possibly find. This one I like how it turned out. I really, really like this picture. And the last one is this one, which I like it as well. And then I have Greatest Hits, 50 Best Coloring Pages, Jade Summer. This is the first one that I colored. Then this was from Animals for Beginners. And I used some sort of markers on there, not sure which ones. And same with this one. Oh no, this one's gel pen. Animals for Beginners again. And this one is from Chibi Girls Horror. I like this picture. I like how it turned out. And the last picture in this book is a work in progress. I got way more whips than I thought I had. I guess I just keep forgetting about them. Alright, now I've got a little stack of Lacy Sunshine books here by Heather Valentin. This one is Enchanted Kingdom Coloring Book, Volume 33. There's a funny looking little guy. think he's cute. And this hairy little guy. And then I have Lacey Sunshine's Greatest Hits 3 Shades of Grey coloring book. Again, Heather Valentin. And the last one in here is this one. And then I have Heather Valentin's Magical Garden Coloring Book, Greatest Hits. Colored quite a few in here. This was done, I think this was done with alcohol markers. The back didn't turn out very good though. But it actually looks kind of neat, so I guess I shouldn't say that. Next one I like. Well, I like this one too. I'm just going to take a sip of my pop. That's a little girl in the water. That's a cute one. This guy's cute, little dragon guy. And that's the last one out of this book. We're getting there. Just a few more books left. And then I have a Creative Haven Art Nouveau Fashions book. That's the first one. These ones I did a long time ago as well, when I first started coloring. We won't spend too much time on these ones. Looks like these were done with markers. And that's it for that book. And then I have a Creative Haven Vintage Christmas Greetings. Just one picture in here. And that's it for that one. Fantasy Designs, Creative Haven. I like this book. It's a fun one to color in. So that's the first picture that I did. And then this one, which didn't turn out very good. But that's okay. We all have our bad ones. Yeah, this one turned out much better. This one I really thought was so cute. I like the way it turned out as well. Okay. 3 books left. Here's just another adult coloring book. There's the koala. Very colorful. A lion. Chicken, I believe. A wolf. I like the color palette on here. And a turtle. And now we have the Enchanted Forest, and there's just one picture in here. And it's half of a full spread, but this side is completed. I quite like that one. I think I did a pretty good job on that one. To say I didn't know what to do with backgrounds, it's not too bad. And last but not least, Images of Joy by Jackie Grace. I think this is the first double spread I ever did, or ever completed, I should say. I don't know if it's the first one I did, but it's the first one I've completed. And that's the only thing in this book? Is it? Oh no, there's another one. Right there. It says, "In the morning I will sing of your love." And that is it. So I hope you were able to stick around for the whole thing, or maybe you'll watch it in 2 goes. That's fine too. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I hope my pictures weren't too hard to look at. That's just a joke. I quite like some of my coloring and some I don't, and I'm sure we're all the same, but it is what it is, and we're doing it just to have fun and to relax and to be stress-free and to help with depression and anxiety and all these things that people have. Coloring is so good for it. And then the community that we have as well, this coloring community, it's a great little community, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So if you would like to, if you're new to my channel, if you could subscribe, that would be great. Leave comments. I love to have comments. I love to hear from you guys. I try and respond to everybody. Share my videos if you want to, and like it. That would be great if you would just press that little thumbs up button. That would be fantastic. And that's all for now. In a few days I should have my haul video coming out, so look forward to that, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.